Hi, I'm Kate Ward, and this is your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip. And we're talking about the air today because there are a lot of things in our house that we didn't know that plants can actually help us with. So you see all these, or hear all these things about how great plants are for you. Well, as it turns out, NASA did a study actually, and they produced a guide to air filtering plants, houseplants specifically. And they did that, believe it or not, way back in 1989. Well, what they found then is still holding true today. And what they found is that things like this trichloroethylene, fun name, formaldehyde, benzene, xylene, and ammonia, all of those types of things are frequently found in our houses. And as it turns out, well, I would have known, Kate, if I tripped over some benzene up in my house. Well, you may not know, you may not realize where those sources are. So this trichloroethylene is commonly found in paints and adhesives. Formaldehyde, things like paper towels, plywood, particle board. Benzene, we see it in glues and the making of detergents and vehicle exhausts. Xylene, rubber, tobacco smoke. And ammonia, heck, you've seen it in your window cleaner and in floor waxes. So actually these chemicals are around much more frequently than you may think. Well, like anything, it's higher doses that bother us, and that's where plants can come in. So even at low doses, plants do wonderful things. In nature, they act as filters, and in our house, they do the same exact thing. Well, there's a ton of plants out there, and they all do that. But some are slightly better than others. So there's a couple here that I can show you that, again, NASA, those super smart folks, well, I know they're smarter than me. They got to the moon and I just get to my car. So that said though, they had some plants that they found were really pretty much powerhouses. So some of them, like our simple Boston fern here, this has a capability of doing formaldehyde, and it also will take out that xylene. So just in the house, we come across a lot of cleaners. We use them, most people use them in their house every day. Well, this Boston fern is gonna help you filter it out. Makes a wonderful house plant, can hang or take it off, go in a pot, takes medium light. It's really an easy care type of plant, so that's another benefit. Well, what else did they found? Well, they found things like this Chinese evergreen here. That's gonna work on benzene and formaldehyde. Are you gonna remember all this? Probably not, but maybe you'll remember, hey, some of these plants are good for me. In the back, anthurium, these beautiful, beautiful flowers here, and then sometimes they come in pink or red or all sorts of shades therein. Those guys, they're gonna be able to take out ammonia, xylene, and formaldehyde. So formaldehyde, we see a lot of plants are able to really get that out of the air, which is great because it's showing up in things like paper towels. And again, you can't be like, don't use paper towels, but it just shows you as you're sitting there, we can help clean anything that may be coming out of some of those things we find in our house. So what else is there out there? Well, there's things like this Dracaena, and Dracaena is kind of a powerhouse. This can take out 4 out of 5 of these common chemicals easily. Peace lily, this guy right here, I like to think it brings peace to the house because it takes out all 5 of those chemicals in your house, and it's pretty. So there's a lot of plants, spider plants, they can affect these, simple ivies. So if you have a spot in your house, one of these plants is gonna fit there, whether it's low light to high light, don't worry about it. Come on, let us help you breathe a little easier. And this has been your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip.